Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for April 8th to 22nd. For April 8th to the 12th, the Omega block pattern that has plagued the pattern for the last couple of days brought heavy rains to the east, slow-moving weather system will slowly break down. And most of the models and guidance have a trough in the west and a ridge in the east. Like this. Well, no, not like that. Like, we'll try this again. Something like this. But if you look at the GFS, they have a ridge on, it has a ridge on the East Coast, trough in between in the central of the nation. So, the prominent feature during this forecast period will be an upper low that will western energy that will move across the southwest on Monday and gradually eastward into the plains by the midweek period. And we'll take a look at that at the surface. So we are at the 8th to the 12th. There we see our system down across south. And this will bring some heavy rainfall here across from the southern plains, lower Mississippi Valley, eastward to the, as the southern upper low interacts, with a frontal boundary and a low-level Gulf flow. You can see right there. Okay, so we'll look at the rainfall amounts for this period, and we can see some, we'll go back it up in a little bit, 1 inch, this is in 6-hour intervals. We have 2-inch period up here. And then we have 3 inches down here across the Louisiana area, central Louisiana. Excuse me. And on eastward, then it pushes east. And I'm trying to read these amounts here. Looks like 1 to 2 inches, maybe locally higher. And then it moves into the southeast. Now, also, this system will bring some heavy snow to the central Rockies. And we'll back up and take a look at this at the surface. And we go to the 8th and 12th. You can see some heavy snowfall across the Colorado Rockies. And we'll look at the snowfall amounts for this period. And we go to the 8th to the 12th. We see this is, again, in 6-hour periods, 2 inches. More like 8 inches. And then it moves out. That's the European. Here's the, that was the GFS. Here's the European. And the European seems to have less snowfall and it's more focused to the south. So this is something to watch as we go through this long range period. Okay, we're going to look at the forecast for April 13th to the 17th. And generally we have a zone of flow across the country with above normal heights, below normal heights here across Greenland. And this is response to a positive AO. So this will keep the colder air to the north. Pretty much mild, it looks like a mild period as this ridge builds into the west. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures for the entire country. And I'm forecasting anomalies to be as high as 10 degrees above normal, mainly across this area here. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. And for the East Coast, probability of occurrence is 35%. And we have above normal precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to look at the period for April 18th to 22nd. And little overall difference is expected. You can see here generally a zone of flow. But if you look at the European ensembles, brings a trough into the west. I think this is an outlier for now because heights remain below normal here across this region here. And the AO is forecast to be positive through this period. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for little change in the temperature anomalies, and for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. And for this region, probability of occurrence 35%. And then we have below normal precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence is as high as 40%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for April 8th to 22nd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.